G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Just a little bit of a roundup of what's been happening, and I'll tell you what, football can't come back soon enough. If the chat is anything to judge the world's frame of mind by, it's all gone Lord of the Flies. In fact, not quite Lord of the Flies. It's gone Lord of the Bob Lazars. Everyone's looking elsewhere, man. So we need the grounding force of association football, especially from Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest football team the world has ever seen, to get us back down to planet Earth, because it's all going nuts. So anyway, what's been happening? Well, rattle through a few things here. Daniel Levy's big Tottenham hotel. Ooh, I don't care. The only thing I care about that is who's paying for it. If we see debt incurred on Tottenham Hotspur PLC, registered in British Cayman Islands, I won't be happy about that, because it means the fans are paying for it. Don't like that at all. But if it's just them doing stuff over there and it's all that, I don't care. See, the worry I have is if it turns out to be debt incurred by Tottenham, then they might come, there's a danger of kicking the can down the road. Well, we can't buy the players we want this summer because we're building a hotel. But don't worry, when the hotel's built, then we will be able to buy the players we want. I've heard that before, not buying it again. But like I say, it's just ENIC doing their own stuff with their doing their own thing with their own money. I don't care. But if we're paying for it, I want a cut because I'm a member. Now, what other news has there been? Pierre-Emile Hojljberg has been alluded to that he's not happy. You'll have to ask the coach why I'm not playing, he kind of said, the big sook. I think it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. I think there are still 5 squad players that we could do with upgrading. He's one of them, and that's not to discount all the odds and sods we've got floating around in other clubs as well on loan, Rodon and Dombele, Tanganga, all that sort of stuff. So when I hear Ange say something like, it's a bigger job than 3 windows, I don't see how anyone can really find that to be controversial. Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, the 5 players on my list, that's at least another 2 windows for that to be recycled out. And then you can start looking at what I believe people are calling marquee players. That seems to be the new phrase of 2024. Marquee player. We want a marquee player. Well, I think it just makes common sense to take the Ange Postecoglou approach on this. I'd rather have 2 or 3 players than one, 2 or 3 good players, great players, than one fantastic one. I'm failing to see why that's a controversial thing to say, and it just makes sense. It seems to be sometimes that, things spread around the internet, don't they? I believe the kids call them memes. But as soon as one channel starts saying, where's our marquee player? Everyone starts saying, where's our marquee player? Just play this through for a second. Let's just say during the summer we get Mbappe. And doing a team tour, right, Mbappe, don't worry if you're not getting any luck, because with about 20 minutes to go, you'll get brilliant service from Oliver Skip. That's it. It'll be the Ollie Skip Mbappe combination. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know anything about football anymore. But what I would prefer to see is us get up and at them a bit, and then a bit of icing on the cake would be those sorts of players. I mean, what is a marquee player anyway? It seems to be the arbitrary figure that people are picking out there, bumholes, is £100 million. So a marquee player, Declan Rice. Hey, it's hard to get excited about. So I think we just keep chipping away with the way we're chipping away. And when Ange says it's going to take more than 3 seasons, we don't know what his frame of reference is, that for one thing, because to me, I think he genuinely believes that his target is to be the best football team in the world. I mean, it might be bonkers, but I think that's the approach that's worth having if you're a top flight football manager like that. That's what you want to be, isn't it? I mean, you're in the best league in the world. That's what people say anyway. So if you're the best team in that, you've got to be in with a shout of being one of the best in the world, and that's what you want to do as a manager, as a footballer, isn't it? Have I missed the point of the whole football thing? I don't know. It's moved on a bit. So yeah, I think it's going to take longer than 3 windows, but it doesn't mean to say we're not going to be challenging or winning anything before that time. I think we certainly will be next year. But the finished article is something much more than that, I think. Much more unstoppable. So I don't give a monkeys about the hotel as long as we're not paying for it, and it's going to kick the can down. It's going to give Tottenham an excuse to say, oh, we can't afford it. Marquee player. Why? We've got a marquee player. We've got at least one. We've got Son Heung-min. People have forgotten, you know, it's about this tall, captain's armband, scores lots of goals, is just all-round brilliant player. Nah, it doesn't count. We want another one. We want another one. It will take a few. It's going to take a few windows. But I'm glad that some of the madness might be ebbing away from the Spursosphere, because we do have a game in less than 48 hours, which I'm really looking forward to. The march towards the last 10 games. The ticket. We can see the tape. Tape's just there in front of us. We're running through it all. Chariots of fire. Where will we finish? Who knows, man? Who knows? But it all starts on Saturday. And you know what? For the sake of the internet, or the Tottenham flavoured part of it, I just hope we win. I just hope we win, because then I can start watching other Spurs stuff again, because I've been avoiding it. I've been dipping my toe in. Like, as a crab, got me again. So, did that ever happen? That was just a thing in cartoons where people put their foot in a pool and a big crab would. Anyway, so yeah, looking forward to Saturday. It's affecting me, all this lack of Tottenham football. I don't know how I've survived, man. I don't know how I've survived. But survive we have. Less than 2 days to go. A few big games. There's the, who is it? Is it the Liverpool-Arsenal clash? Anyway, 2 of them big 3 teams are playing. Let's hope it's a bloodbath. Turns into a Crimea War medical tent. Florence Nightingale with no antibiotics. They're just out for the rest of the season. That'd be cool. And we'll see how we go, eh? We'll see how we go. I'm hearing things like, Luton play well against the top teams. Not that well. They're at the bottom. They're a bit crap. So we'll see. Anyway, that's hopefully the last international break roundup waffle. Until next time, folks, peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.